Hello and welcome to this video about the different types of molecule that you're likely to come across during your GCSE chemistry. This isn't meant to be a detailed look at any one in particular, but just more a little video just to give you an experience of the different types of molecule. Okay, so the ones that we're going to talk about here, or the ones that we're going to meet here, are the alkanes, the alkenes, the alcohols, carboxylic acids, and we're going to very quickly talk about esters as well. Now, let's look at each of these in turn, the first one being the alkanes. And the alkanes are a type of hydrocarbon, and the clue here is in the name and that they only contain carbon and hydrogen atoms. They are said to be saturated because they contain only single bonds between the carbon atoms themselves. So the first four alkanes are methane, ethane, propane, and butane. And although I'm not going to get into naming too much, there is one common thing here in that they all end in ane, and the bit before that tells you how many carbons there are. But there's a separate video for naming compounds. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, the alkenes then. Well, the alkenes are also hydrocarbons, so they also only contain carbon and hydrogen atoms. But, and here's the difference, they are said to be unsaturated because they contain a double bond between two of the carbon atoms. Now, to get a double bond, you need to have two carbon atoms in there in the first place, so you can't get an alkene with one carbon. So the first alkene is ethene, and then we have propene, then we have butene, and then we have, oh, hang on a minute, there's another butene there, but there's a difference here of where the double bond is. And again, I just want to point this out. We will do this. This one is called but1ene, and on the one on the right is called but2ene. Okay, I just thought I would expose that to you now. The alcohols then. So the alcohols contain what is known as an OH functional group, and it is attached to a hydrocarbon chain. So we have methanol, where we've got our hydrocarbon chain here containing only hydrogen and carbon, and then we've got our OH functional group attached to it there. We've then got ethanol, propanol, and another propanol, where now we've got the OH is in a different position. And again, another video will start telling you how to name these, but this is propan-1-ol, and this is propan-2-ol. And just to complete the series here for the first four, the last one here is butanol, and that also has some isomers where the OH here can exist in a different place as well. We then get on to the carboxylic acids. And the carboxylic acids contain a COOH functional group, or a COO group, which is attached to a hydrocarbon chain. And generally, they are thought of as being weak acids. Okay, so we have methanoic acid, and here is our COOH group. We have ethanoic acid, and this is more commonly known as acetic acid, which is what is found in vinegar. We have propanoic acid, and we have butanoic acid. And notice here that I've included it in the molecular formula as well. The last group is the esters, and these are slightly different because it's not as easy to show you a whole list of esters, because what esters are is, well, we generally form them by reacting a carboxylic acid and an alcohol together, and we lose water and the two molecules join up. So just to give you one example, here is ethanol, and here is propanoic acid. Now, this oxygen here, okay, attacks that carbon there. We end up losing the water here, okay? And the new molecule that is formed is what is known as ethyl propanoate, okay? The ethyl part of the name comes from the alcohol, and the propanoate comes from the carboxylic acid. Again, another video will go into more detail about this, where we talk about the different alcohols you can use, the different carboxylic acids you can use, the different smells that they have, and the ways that we end up naming them. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed just this very small glimpse into the different types of molecules that you will see during your GCSE, and I hope you continue to watch. Okay? Happy chemistrying, if that's a word. Bye!